Our men are running for it. The men of the Tea Sir must rescue us.
Year 1700, Europe, Russia, Northern Europe is in turmoil. Russia and all the European countries, including Northern Europe, Sweden and Denmark, is at war with each other. All at war throughout Europe, Russia and Northern Europe has begun. The year 1700 is ablaze. While Sweden conquers and takes some of the territory of Russia is preparing for war and gathering armies. While Sweden sits and waits, Russia prepares and gathers armies, preparing for total war with Sweden. So Russia gathers its armies to take back the lost territory that Sweden took, and are about to invade and take back the lost territory of St. Petersburg. And Russia starts to research new technologies of its technology tree, militarily, and later economically, and starts to research the new military technologies it has in its tree. Russia will grow and prosper, become a military nation, and a monarchy as well.
Смирно! Вперед! Ваш покорный слуга. Марш!
months pass by, Russia builds and upgrades its buildings, arsenal, army, and economy, growing its empire and its armies and gathering them all up. making it a stronger nation and monarchy.
Вперед! Марш! Вперед! Ваш покорный слуга.
Other nations, including Sweden, are offering a peace treaty and a deal, open up trade, and managing peace throughout Europe. This is only temporary, while Russia wants its territory back from Sweden, like St. Petersburg
Вперед!
and the rest.
Марш!
Winter months are over. It is now spring, and Russia closes in on its first target, St. Petersburg, taking back Russian territory.
Революционная гвардия!
While Sweden prepares, Russia gathers and organizes its army tactics and plan of attack.
Элитная пехота! Революционная гвардия!
Russia's reinforcements have just arrived on time. It is strategic, but however, Russia is reinforced later in the battle. Reinforcements have just arrived, so reinforcements will get there on time to reinforce the Russian main battle force.
Революционная гвардия! Слушай! Революционная гвардия!
While Russia plans its attack, it goes forward, and takes cover and shelter from the barricaded wall.
Революционная гвардия! Будет сделано! A glorious victory, sir, is soon to be yours.
up on the Swedish infantry, picking them off one by one, while the Russian reinforcements enter the fray and the battle line.
Ми в зоні обстріла! Ждем приказа! Команду!
Russia lies in wait and lets the enemy come to them and prepares for war as Russian reinforcements enter the fray.
Bataljon! Marsch! Bataljon! Marsch!
While the reinforcements get into position and the battle begins,
The men are fatigued, sir.
Russia
Must
has
rest
a
awhile.
flanking plan. And so the battle for St. Petersburg begins, defying Russia forever.
Sir, our general is under attack.
While the infantry and Sweden focuses in on the Russian center, Russia begins its flanking maneuvers and outsmarts and flanks the enemy. The air is filled with smoke and blood and carnage. On 17th century battlefields, very common in the 1700s. While the Swedish infantry breaks to the left, the cavalry infantry of Russia's army ignores the Swedish left flank, trying to counter and put back the Swedish left flank.
Our men are running first.
While Russia volley fires and cannon fire upon the enemy, suppressing the enemy even further. Meanwhile, Russia brings in more infantry and cavalry, reinforcing the chaos. And also flanks right and on both sides. Already pushing back the Swedes.
The men are fatigued, sir, and must rest awhile.
Russia took some losses. The cost was heavy for both sides. A Swedish general has fallen. The battle for St. Petersburg is a total victory for Russia.
За нами! Готовиться к битве!
Russia has peacefully occupied and taken St. Petersburg and plans its next move.
А Ваше Величество? Вперед! вашего приказа. Победа будет за нами. Сэр.
Russia's next target is Estonia and wants it in Russian hands against the Swedes.
Да, мило. Марш!
Чем могу служить? Скрытность — моя стихия.
War also usually comes at heavy cost, so Russia does what it needs to maintain and control its economy from Russia going bankrupt. Although the cost of war has been high, Russia does what it needs to control and maintain its economy. However, Russia still has potential and tries to fix taxes and meet letters of demands and adjust taxes. Russia still has potential in controlling the economy and keeping Russia from going completely bankrupt. And keeping mobs and rebellions at bay. Keeping away from Russia. While Russia keeps its economy under control, Russia focuses on its next target, Estonia, and prepares to invade and surround the city.
Революционная гвардия! Элитная пехота! Пехота!
Генеральный штаб, сэр.
Артиллерия докладывает! Гвардия! Революционная гвардия! Пехота докладывает! Гвардия!
Орудия готовы. 10-фунтовые единороги готовы!
Russia's artillery fires upon the enemy, while Russia has a plan and plans its next move. Russia moves its infantry into position and hides its cavalry, making for an ideal ambush.
Элитная пехота!
While the guns are heard firing away on the Swedish infantry, the Swedes get closer into the firing position.
Гвардия! Да, сэр!
Гренадеры готовы!
Элитная пехота! Революционная гвардия!
Meanwhile, Russian reinforcements enter the fray and move into battle on the field of battle.
Революционная гвардия! Революционная гвардия!
We have killed their general, sir. Now they must break.
Пехота, докладывай!
Кавалерия! Гренадеры готовы! Алло, кавалерия докладывает! Слушай мою команду!
Да, сэр! Огонь по команде!
Кавалерия!
Пехота!
Who's gonna win, Russia or Estonia? Shall Estonia hold its ground against Russia, push Russia out of Estonia? Or shall Russia push back the Swedes and push them out of Estonia? Who will win, and who will decide the fate of history? And so, the Battle of Estonia begins. Who will take the city?
Докладывай! Пехота ближнего боя!
Russia finally begins its cavalry ambush and sieges the Swedish center. Meanwhile, Russia takes the left flank and fills up the ranks, forming a left flank battle line as reinforcements pour in. As the Russian general stands valiant in battle, he has full confidence in the men that the right line will hold at all cost, while the left flank is reinforced.
Пехота ближнего боя!
One of our units has used all its ammunition, sir.
The ambush of cavalry and a clash of infantry, smoke, gunpowder, blood carnage, and cavalry and infantry pushed back and clashed with the Swedes and the Swedish army of the left flank trying to overrun and push back the Swedes. While the Russian general and commander still tells his men to stand valiantly in battle, encourages and inspires his men to fight on.
Элитная пехота! Революционная гвардия!
Our men are running, sir.
Гренадеры готовы!
Пехота, докладывай!
While Russian reinforcements pour in encountering the left flank of the Swedes, Russia gains a foothold, trying their best to push back the Swedes and push them out of the left flank.
The men are fatigued, sir, and must rest awhile.
The Swedish troops charge into the deadly fray. Russia uses its grape shot, a shot that tears infantry apart and cut down men in lines, effective at close range for the cannons, annihilating the infantry of Russia's artillery. Heavy losses, and Russia closes in on the left of the Swedish infantry with firepower, steel, and shot.
Our men are running, sir.
And beat the Swedes. The slaughter continues. Russia closes in on their defeating Swedes. The slaughter continues, and the Russians show no mercy. pocket of Swedish resistance, and Russia is going to crush the Swedish pocket of resistance.
The men are fatigued, sir, and must rest a while. The men are fatigued, sir, and must rest a while.
Swedish pocket resistance is crushed. The Russians are victorious. The Swedes have lost Estonia, and all in favor for Russia. Russia is victorious and takes Estonia in just a day, making it the most efficient and best fighting force of the Imperial Russian Tsar in its history.
Победа! Все в боевой порядок! Вашим услугам, Ваше Величество!
Riga, Estonia is taken. Russia is victorious and take its last territory of Riga, Estonia,
Смирно!
uniting the people under the Russian Tsar. And uniting Russia as a whole. And took back all of its lost territory. Glory for Russia is fully achieved. What's Russia's next move? We'll find out in part 2.
Как пожелаете.
Meanwhile, Russia makes a trade agreement with Great Britain, opening up income and more trade. And makes a trade agreement with France as well, opening up even more income and trade. trade agreement is made with the monarchy of Spain, while others take their turn of other European and Northern European countries. Alright y'all, thanks so much for watching. Stay tuned for part 2. This was the first part of our Great Northern War campaign for Russia. Hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye guys, have a happy rest of summer, and yeah, more content coming soon. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye guys, and bye bye. And please like and subscribe.